Hey everyone, I wanted to show you a different kind of video today. This is going to be about a 529 savings plan. Basically what that is it's a tax advantaged educational account, you can consider it, for your child, niece, nephew, cousin, whatever. Now the point of it is you contribute to the account. I use Wealthfront, which is I'm going to be showing in this video. And you have to, if you do from a month-to-month basis, you have to at minimum put in $100 a month, and it takes $500 to open the account initially. So that's why you see I have this $500 cash investment, and then I have an estimated value at age 49 of 961. That's just if I keep the 500 in here, which I'm not going to, because like I said, this is going to be educational fund that I'm planning for my nephew Cody. So when he's 18, he'll have at least like 20 grand, to go to school or whatever, basically. So this is going to be over an 18-year period. So it's going to grow over time. And also with the 529 account, you can actually use the money in it for educational expenses, like if you need to buy your kid like a laptop to go to school, textbooks, to pay for room and board at the college they attend, things like that. And the advantage why of I'm using this to tax is I don't pay capital gains tax at the end of the year. The account grows tax free, so every time I invest, my account goes up from the investments. It grows tax free, and as long as when I withdraw the money and I use it for educational purposes, I don't pay tax on it. So it's a triple tax advantaged account. Now, Wealthfront, the reason why I chose Wealthfront is it's cheap in fees. The fees are very low, and you can see from my other videos, I like to stick with apps and things that are cheaper to use, so it's easier for people with less money like myself to open one up and get it started. Now, the initial $500 that I spent on this was from my Acorns account, which I let grow up from my roundups, all that spare change, and eventually got up high enough where I could take that money from it and put it into this account. So that's kind of how I did the setup. Now, if you go into the account, well, before I go into it, when you set up the account, it'll ask you questions like, who's this for? How long do you invest? Are you an aggressive investor? If you were to lose money in the account, like, would you want to buy more or sell or like, whatever. It just asks you a bunch of like questions and it builds a profile on it. So my profile, the way it broke it down is, see, here we go. These are into these allocation asset classes, and according to this, my risk tolerance is 3.5, and so my target allocation is based on that. Now, as you could see, on this chart right here, the stocks kind of taper. So you'll see, um, the basically orange is U.S., the lighter orange foreign, even lighter is emerging markets, dividend, real estate brown, corporate bonds, emerging markets in blue, and then cash in purple. So as you can see, when I start in January 2017, there's a lot of orange, which is there's a lot of these more investing stocks here. And then as it goes, it tapers down and it sticks with corporate bonds and emerging market in the blue. The reason being is you're getting less aggressive over time, because when it's time to actually pull that money out of the account, you're not being in an aggressive portfolio where the money's going up and down. You want to be in a more conservative portfolio. Same thing with an IRA account. If you're 20 years old and you're starting your retirement account, you could be as aggressive as you want to be because you got nothing but time. You got like 40 years before you're going to retire. Whereas if you're like 55, 60, and you're getting close to retirement, you can't afford to have an aggressive portfolio, because at some point you're going to be withdrawing from this account and you need that income coming in constantly. You can't afford for it to go down, because that's what you're going to be living off of. So when it broke down my portfolio of that initial $500, it's doing US stocks, $100, foreign stocks at $85, emerging 70, dividend growth 75, real estate 64, corporate bond 65, emerging market 40. So it's already starting to invest. So I already got a 0.5% on US, 0.5 on foreign, 0.5 on emerging, and zero point 0.4 on dividend, and I'm down 0.7 on real estate, down zero point 0.1 on corporate, and up zero point 0.1 on emerging market. Now, this is a passive account, which means I don't control how these asset classes are allocated, that's done by somebody else. All I do is contribute to it, and it's going to grow over time. So I just started this. So the $500 was my initial investment. I'm going to continue to give you guys videos and updates on this because I want you guys to see how it can benefit for you. And if you have a child, or if you have a niece or nephew like I do, or a cousin that you want to, build an account for them, because, you recognize as an adult, the real world is like, you need money. Like, let's be honest. Like, if you're 18 years old, graduating high school, and you can't get a scholarship or a loan, or your parents have no money, you're already on a losing battle, because you're gonna have to work for everything, versus someone in your family that saved for you for several years, that gives you that money to go to college, or if you got a scholarship or a grant or whatever, you have that opportunity. So this is a way for you to be the long-term investor, the buy and hold strategy. But you're not just buying and holding for yourself, you're buying or holding for somebody for you care about. In my case, this is for my nephew Cody. This is all for him. Like, I don't benefit from this at all. This is so one day he's gonna go off to college, and he's gonna have a head start in front of all the other kids. That's really what it's about. And it might sound like kind of upsetting to some people. Like, I want my nephew to have better education, have a better opportunity than other kids. That's because, yeah, that's my family. I want the best for my family, and that's why I'm doing this. And I want to share with you guys so you can take advantage of the same opportunity. You could, if you have kids and you want to give them a head start, or if you want to buy them like a laptop down the road, or textbooks or something like that, and you want to buy it at a cheaper deal because you're in a triple tax advantage account. Like I said, you don't pay capital gains tax, you don't pay any tax on the growth, and you don't pay tax when you withdraw, because you're buying it for educational purposes. So it's just like an IRA, where an IRA, you can only take the money out when you're retired. For this account, you can only take the money out for educational expenses. So, and then you'll see the free trades made down here happen more. The tax loss harvesting won't really need to happen with this account. That's for more of just a regular stock account. And then the dividends reinvested will probably go up over time. So like I said, I'm going to keep making videos on this. I'm going to update you guys on his account and how it's going, and things that I'm learning over time to help you if you want to start doing this. Now, again, I chose this account because it's very cheap. There's plenty of other 529 accounts that you could do, but they're a lot more actively managed, which can be an asset, depending how you look at it. But for the most part, they're just reallocating the assets in certain sectors, and it's kind of set already. They can't really go outside of it, you know what I mean? So I just look at that as a disadvantage, which is why I went into this account, because it's cheaper. I get to choose what I want, and I get the most control out of it. So if you're interested in this, watch other videos on 529 plans. There's other plans that you could use. Learn about it, teach yourself, ask about it. It's a really good thing to have, especially, like, say, if you have kids, you're planning long term for their future. A 529 plan, just real quick, you can have, if you're in the United States and you have a 529 plan, you could live in any state and get a 529 plan in your state or any other state, and your kid can go to school in any state and use the 529 plan from another state, or another state that you are living in. So basically, I'm going to say it like this. I live in California. This 529 plan is Nevada's 529 plan that I'm paying into. And my nephew Cody, he could go to any school in any state in the United States, and I'd be able to pay for it with the 529 plan. So it doesn't matter what state you're in. It doesn't matter what state you invest your 529 plan, and it doesn't matter which state your kid, nephew, niece, whatever cousin goes to school in. You'll still be able to use this account. Okay, so I just want to make sure you guys understand that. And like I said, I'm going to give you guys more videos down the road on this. I'm just starting this, and the reason why I'm doing it is because, like I said, I don't want to just do videos on just trading penny stocks, which you'll probably see a little more of on this channel. I want to give you guys information and help on how to invest long term, how to invest in savings accounts, how to have an emergency fund, how to have a 529 plan, for your family, how to build your credit, how to pay down debt, strategies for all this, things that I've learned that have benefited me, that I'm continuing to learn, that I want to share with you all. So, I mean, if you guys like this content, like, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Maybe you're doing a similar plan, and you like another company or whatever reason, let me know, and like I'll try to look into it, make a video so everybody can see it, so everybody can learn from the information that we're sharing. And as always, if you like my content, click like and subscribe on my channel. It helps me out. It lets me know that the content that I'm giving you guys you want, I don't want to waste too much of your guys' time watching these videos with content that you don't really care about. But I do want to open you guys up to more options in the investing world, that just to show you that it's not just stocks, it's not just bonds, it's not just ETFs, it's not just index funds. There's a lot of things you guys can do that can benefit you long term to the ultimate goal that we all have of being financially free. So I hope this video was helpful. Look forward to more videos on this in the future. And until then, I'll talk to you guys later.